Game week 34, and the title has been wrapped up.
Nobody cares.
On to the next.
Champions of England.
Well done.
As a
You know
referee,
what? And
as I just
actually,
said, as a referee, you should not be wearing a
I
Liverpool
shouldn't
shirt.
agree, but this
It's
is the
quite fitting,
one-off.
ain't it? Because most of the referees have got a
Yes,
Liverpool
fucking
shirt
true.
on. Yeah.
They've won it thanks to the referees, to be honest.
There you
um,
go.
and do you know what? I only thought one of the few managers to have won it in his
It's not
first.
that rare. Five or
No,
six.
Conte. I think
Jose,
Mourinho did
Conte,
it.
Yeah,
Ancelotti.
all of them are Chelsea.
Pellegrini.
Pellegrini.
Or three of them are Chelsea.
Yeah,
Even a guy
Pellegrini
who
did first
sounds
season.
even a guy who's like sparkling water on it, like with City. So what's the big deal?
But I say season done, but it's actually not because you've still got between third and seventh competing for Champions League.
Yeah.
It's
But
pretty good, exciting stuff. I mean, I'm
Glad you
gutted
said
that
third and seventh.
yeah,
Second and seventh.
no, I think Arsenal are okay. Just
Ah, yeah, they're fine.
yeah, and even if Arsenal do finish third, so what?
Who gives a shit?
they might celebrate because they haven't been second, right?
Yeah, third time second or
It has been a disappointing season. At both, I know top four battles good at both the top end and the bottom end. No title fight really, no relegation battle. It's that if it wasn't for the top four race, it would just be an all-time terrible season.
Yeah, it's an unforgettable. It's a forgettable rather season, ain't it? Very forgettable.
Really forgettable,
not really.
yeah.
But yeah, it's like I said, it's all to play for Champions League now. Um, I know we were talking about it before, and I'm actually more worried now about Nottingham Forest dropping out of top five. They are sixth at the moment. It'll be a
Yeah.
real shame for them to.
How is that? Forest won't get Champions League, but either Spurs or United will.
Ah, yeah.
That stinks, doesn't it?
Yeah,
No, it
that
doesn't.
does. That really, yeah, it does. And especially given the state of the Europa League, like if United and Spurs can win it, the format needs changing because they're two god
We
awful
just played
teams.
the
Yeah.
best defensive team in Spain.
They had a sending off after X
Um,
minutes, and you only scored a penalty and one other goal.
You're not very good at math. It was 3-0.
Mate, you scored one beforehand, and then you obviously scored two after the.
It's all right. It's all right, George.
Oh, I thought that red card.
I'll have
I
a
thought
word
that
with you.
red
And we'll
card
get
was
the
well
tutor back.
harsh. I thought the red card was well
before
harsh.
we even talk about Europe, I still want to go on about top five, right? Who
Uh,
who's who's not going to get there? Aston Villa probably a bit there.
I think Villa might miss
City
out.
will. City have got an easy run in.
I think Newcastle and City will get in there.
Chelsea
We've
have
got a
got
tough run in.
Chelsea's running. I mean, other than the United game, it's horrible. Like Chelsea's
Yeah,
running is
it's
horrible.
a tough run in. One thing I will say is we're playing Liverpool at the right time because hopefully they've been on the beers all week, which could help us because we do. If we win three of our last five, and we beat, including beating Forest, I think we'll get it. But I mean, it's tough fixtures and going away to Forest on the last day. If there's something to play for them as well, which there probably is going to be, they're going to be fucking bang up for it. So we haven't helped ourselves at all because of this mid-season wobble we've had.
As a neutral, you want it to go to that last game. Well, I'm not neutral
Mm.
because I want Forest to win, but you get what I mean. You
Yeah,
want it to be
yeah,
like a cup final, like winner takes all, right?
yeah.
So that'd be interesting.
yeah, and even if City are still in it, they've just got a strong enough squad. It's not like they're going to rest anyone.
Now, City they've hit a bit of form at the right time.
Yeah, after an
Right?
absolute capitulation, they're going to win the FA Cup and still get in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not a bad season, really, is it?
No.
For most people, that'd be a fucking class season. And the fact that for City, it'll be seen as a disappointing season just shows where they are, really. And you know what? They'll probably be back next year, won't they, Noel? And they'll be right back up there.
Then
I know. I mean, imagine having like a number of bad seasons and your manager's being questioned all the time, and then like 3 years in a row. Just an example, like you could potentially win three trophies, a trophy every year, and
Right,
then
let's
win the
mute him,
Champions
shall we?
League. I'm just saying, like, imagine that.
But you could finish 17th.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You're
being the champion.
United and you're finishing 17th, possibly.
Yeah, but you're comparing us to the United of Fergie. Since people
I
need
compare
to
you
accept
to
we've been
Everton
top
finish
six.
17th, mate. Like,
If you-
compare you to Palace.
Yeah, if you're happy with how you've
Oh,
performed
I
in the
didn't say
last
I
3
was
years,
happy. I didn't say I was happy. Just because I handle
smart.
things in a calm, in this
A
smooth
Maguire-esque
manner.
kind of way. Yeah.
Yeah. No panic here. Just like
let's
Liverpool
get it
switched
right.
off.
You're
Rolls
awful.
Royce of emotion.
You're awful, and your whole squad needs tearing apart because they're useless.
Is that what your boyfriend said to your ass? But I don't know. I don't know where that came from. No. In the league, we've been awful. But the fact that we could this year, especially, I mean, the last couple of years, yeah, but this year, oh my god, the fact that we could end up with a trophy and end up in Champions League. But I think
I'd love to see you in the Champions League next year. Be absolutely.
we'll get pummeled every week.
Yeah.
But I think Spurs will do us if we get past. The thing is, we're still. I know we're going off the top 5, but the way United are this year, even leading 3-0, I don't think the tie's over. Like if they get an early goal, it could all go to shit. So yeah.
Oh, I'd love it if Spurs and United both.
One thing I
That'd be
just want to move on. Injuries. Do you know one thing that Arsenal haven't had an injury for a very long time is a side injury? Anyone know why?
United, they're quite regular. They get the side injuries.
But Arsenal
Yeah.
haven't had any side injuries. Any idea why?
What's a side injury?
A side injury. These don't hurt because they haven't been lifting up trophies for a long time.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Relax, you fucking.
Jesus. The state of some of the dad jokes that have been said in these 10 minutes.
The side bit.
The side bit. Those infamous side injuries that everyone's getting.
But going back to top 4, Chelsea, and I know Arsenal fans will love it if they don't get into Champions League. And the amount of money...
I'm not bothered about Chelsea. To be honest, I'd rather see Chelsea in the Champions League than
Tottenham
Villa or Newcastle.
Or Tottenham.
Newcastle?
Yeah, I don't want Newcastle. I'm sick of the Geordies, honestly. I'm really sick of them.
To be honest, I'd like Villa to get Champions League again because I think it's good for a club to get a couple of years of Champions League to build up.
You shouldn't want Villa to get in the Champions League because they've already got a very good squad. And if they get in the Champions League and add to that squad, that's a place that you are not nudging out.
You see, this is the thing. I'm thinking of a football fan. As a football fan, I'm not biased like you guys.
That's another team that you're not.
Yeah, but I think it's good for the Premier League. I'm pretty level-headed about these things.
It's good for the Premier League malarkey as well. I don't buy into that. I only want what's good for Chelsea.
You've conceded that you are no longer a top 6 club, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not a big 6. You're in Spurs. I don't know how you're in the big 6 club.
We are the biggest club, apparently, for whatever metrics, but we're not in the top 6.
I'd say Liverpool a bigger club now, wouldn't they? Probably.
I'd say so.
Like I said, I'm emotional.
More Champions League.
Rolls Royce of emotion. I don't believe they are, but we can agree to disagree, gents.
Yeah, and on that note, thank you, guys.